The mind lies. The mind lies. And the heart knows. The heart knows the truth. And I'm going to explain to you how you don't even need to think about it too hard. It's in the etymology. It's in the etymology, guys. So, lie. In French, to lie is mentir. In Italian, mentira. In Spanish, mentir. Okay, mentir. In Portuguese as well. Mentir. Mentir is the mente. Mente is the mind. That's where we get the word mentality from. Have a good mentality. You got a good mind. Yeah, mental. We say to people, "You're mental, mate." Why do we say that? Because intuitively we know that they're in here. They're in the mind. They're in the duality of the mind. They're acting mental. Insane. Insane. Sane, it comes from health. Yeah, sano. Sanity, santé. So if you're healthy, you are sane. You're not mental. You're not crazy. Most people are a little bit mental. Very mental. They live in their mind. And that's why they accept lies, I guess. Because it's the state that they're living in. They're living in the mind. That's why, like the cognitive dissonance a lot of people have nowadays. They hold two ideas completely opposing and they go between them, believe in them and just being in a state of, and they can't think for themselves. Why? Because they're living in the mind. And the mind is the liar. It doesn't tell the truth. It creates. Of course it creates. The mind creates. It's not like lie is a bad thing. The mind isn't a bad thing. It's only bad, you could say, when you believe it to be true. But it's not. You must know the mind is a liar. That's how it creates. You could also see it like an artist is creating. And an artist is a liar. It's saying something that isn't true, bringing it. It's saying this is true, and it's creating it. It's coming from the mind. So the mind is it's a wonderful creative tool. But I can't remember who said it. But there's a phrase or an expression that goes something like, the mind is a wonderful slave and a horrible master, or something like that. It's true. It's a very, very sharp tool. Very sharp tool. And if you are not wielding it, it's just wielding itself is, it's dangerous. It can do some damage. So, mentir is lie. That's what the mind is. That's what it does. And you might be asking yourself, well, what's the truth then? Well, the mind, that's the duality. Okay? Probably what the devil horns represent as well, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah? The devil, it's the two. You worship that. Well, you fuck around, you find out, as they say in pop culture nowadays. Fuck around, find out. Worship the devil, worship duality. Go for it. But you'll only be in that pain, suffering paradigm. So, you just have a little look around here if you want. I'm very lucky to live in such a beautiful place. I forget it sometimes. We all do. When we're living in the mind, we don't really see the truth. So, what is the truth? Where does the truth come from? Well, the heart. The heart. That's where the truth comes from. Taurus. Taurus is the Taurus field. Taurus field is coming from your heart. If you ever seen those pictures of people with like the Taurus fields, like the center is the heart. Yeah, the heart is the center of the Taurus field. Taurus. So if you want the truth, you go to the center. Go to the center, straight to the heart, and it will tell you. Yeah, it will talk. Talk is Taurus field as well, because when you talk, you create Taurus fields. So it's the Taurus. And what color is the heart chakra? It's green. How do you say green in the Romance languages? Oh, baby, let's have a little look. Verde. Ver. The ver. That's the bit. Verde. In Spanish, verde, verde. La verdad, the truth. See the link? Verde, green. Verdad, truth. Toruth. In the heart. The heart chakra. That's what the truth is. So the heart knows. But it's not a knowing like we traditionally think of a knowing. We think knowing is the mind. You know, I do this. I know that. I know. Yeah, I know that. Knowing information, knowing bits. But what I'm speaking to is Toru knowing. Yeah? The Taurus field knowing, the true knowing, which operates outside of time. The mind operates in time. Duality. That's why it's how the mind. If you want to know if you're living in the mind a lot, become aware of how much you're living in the future and living in the past. That's the duality. The past and the future. And it's completely illusory. It's not Toru. What's Toru? What's true is the heart. Presence. And that's where the real present is. It's like it's the lump of gold that you're, going out digging for, and you don't realize it's in your pocket. It's in your pocket. It's right there, in the present. Because that's what the real gift is of life. It's the present. Present is the only present, and it's not a present you can have. It's a present you are. And once you tap into becoming present, you access your gift. Quite naturally, present is a gift. And your gift is what you gift, you give your present. So I was talking to my brother about this the other day, about he was talking about finding Dharma and what it's like Dharma might be, what to do, properly, do a job that's in line with his soul or whatnot. And I was like, it's a fair question. I've asked it myself as well before, what's my what's my Dharma? But it's really secondary. That's doings that happen. It's how the mind and the body gets reconditioned. And that's the primary thing, if you want to call it a thing, is the presence. Yeah, primary is the first thing, number one, most important thing. That is the one. Secondary is the doing. What happens. I mean, how much are we really doing of this anyway? We like to take credit for a lot more than we're due, I think. Yeah, well, it's me, isn't it? I'm thinking. I'm doing all the thinking. I am walking. Yes, that's me. I'm walking. Look, I stop walking. I walk again. Yeah, these thoughts. Yeah, thoughts come to me, and that's me thinking them. I am definitely thinking them. Yeah, well, all right. What about your heartbeat? Nah, I'm not doing that. Nah. All right. What about breathing that you've not even been conscious of as you've been watching this video? What about that? Nah, that's not that. Nah, that's another thought. Oh, okay. So basically, you're just taking credit for walking, and speaking and thinking. Interesting. Everything else, I don't know anything about biology, so I ain't gonna bother talking about shit that happens in your body and whatnot, and homeostasis, and so I can't even say it. Whatnot. Take credit for that, do you? Nope. That's the mind. The mind. So yeah, guys, hope you've enjoyed this little video. Like and subscribe. I'll be doing more of these walk and talks and ranting, whatever kind of comes to me. And thank you for being here. Stick close to the Toruth and enjoy life's gifts and presents. Bye.